It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but don't fear, we've got football to perk up our spirits as we join you from Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Straight ahead, it's a rematch from last year's AFC wildcard game, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You talk about this Bengals defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Here's Jackson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Jackson. And he'll go down at the 28. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Jackson. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick, fighting his way through contact. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TV. So just a tremendous play there defensively on this opening drive. Not just to make the interception, but to take it all the way home.
And it felt like this was a defense that was on its heels a bit to start this thing off.
Yeah, they pretty much let the other guys march right down the field until that moment.
Yeah, key play there. Turned it all around. Big moment.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They run the option on second down. They'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He completes it to Beckham. And they rally quickly defensively after the grab, but he gets it to the 42. A good pickup there, a 22. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Meanwhile, Jackson's thrown into the hands of Andrews. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a 3-time 1,000-yard rusher, Joe Mixon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Hey, look at this Baltimore defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be #1 and be the top of your profession. But here's the problem. It's only week 1.
1 week, yeah.
Can they do it 15 more times? If so, then we really got something to talk about.
That's the challenge. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Here's Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Down to the 42, 2nd down. The Bengals had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Well, this defense for the Ravens, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
7-7, our score after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati.
Here we go. Here we go.
Burrow going to get this out to Boyd on the perimeter. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. From the 20, here's 2nd and 5.
At the 20-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They run with a rookie. It's Chase Brown. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively. They're on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
11.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he bowls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Joe Mixon, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point on McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He finds the rookie, Zay Flowers. He's to the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 14.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback, and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Here we go.
From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 5. Once again, they run with Mixon. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. That's on the guard, Alex Kappa. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Burrow going to get this out to Chase. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. This is taken at the 23. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Jackson now. Flushed out right. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end, Andrews. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 42 yards. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now Burrow going to change things up. From just shy of midfield, Burrow. And that'll be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 4th down, but Burrow stays put. They're going for it. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. And here's Brad Robbins now. This is brought in at the 21. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Burrow will throw. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Now it's Burrow. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Chase, the motion man right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens will take over possession here up at the 44. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. Flush to his right. It's caught inside the 25. And he's got this all the way down to the 5-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 51 yards.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Second down and 3.
At the 42-yard line.
Burrow looking to pass. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. And he's got some space here. 53 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a third down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
They go play action with Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Mixing up the middle. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They go play action with Burrow. Throw right side complete to Carter. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. This goes out wide for mid, and he loses the football a second time, and it's picked up by the Ravens.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways, but an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust.
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take the blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now Dobbins again on second down. And Dobbins is going to pick up a Ravens first down as he gets this up past the 40.
Dobbins with a typical strong run, and 3 years in, you still feel like you haven't seen all he can be as a pro. Injuries wiped out 2021 and part of 2022. But when he's out there and healthy, he can be electric.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, boy, tough conditions out there. I don't know if a defender slipped or what, but he had a man wide open, and that's a bad one to miss on. They don't come a whole lot easier than that one right there.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. A slant route caught by Bateman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 36. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. He's getting room at the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as and they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals are right back in this football game. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Everyone in the NFL is looking for mismatches, and T. Higgins' size and speed at receiver, that allows him to have those type of mismatches against most defenders. 6'4", ability to flat-out fly. They can use him everywhere, including in the slot. He's a dangerous playmaker and a big-time producer in the red zone.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. They will throw on first down with Burrow. is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Brandon, that was a nice route that time. Lined him up on the right and worked his way all the way across the formation. One of the toughest routes to cover because you keep waiting for the ball to be thrown or for him to break something off. He goes all the way across the field, right to left for a big play.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. So no gain on the play, and that will bring up second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Looking deep here for Chase. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped him to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense.
He's got a man complete. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. An option handoff here to Dobbins. Give them maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Dobbins again on second down. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 22. 111 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now it's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now it's Jackson. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And in for the Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. They got his man complete. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 77 yards. And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out.
Justin Duvernay on the return. The Ravens
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they are going to set up sharp at the 40-yard line.
Well, partner.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Jackson to throw. Pass complete on the out route to Beckham.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now Jackson going right back to Beckham here, complete. Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as again with just under 90 seconds remaining. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Caught offside, it's Beckham. And he has the Ravens first down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. What a chance they just took. A huge chance. They go for it on 4th down, wind up getting the first.
Go ahead and admit it. You thought it was a bad call, didn't you?
I did, yes.
I think any normal person did. How about him picking it up? Give him credit.
Jackson's thrown into the hands of Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more.
35. Bengals 21.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's 1st and 10. Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things going to go more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Throwing now is Jackson. Oh, it stays up. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Ravens, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home.